people, see my baby, my yes, I can see my people in rivers. I also see my people in downtown. Cross River and Akwa Ibom, even in the states, I can see my people in Enugu. I can see my people in Anambra. I also see my people in Ebonyi, Igbo and Aga, Igala and Igama, Biafra, 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 in the Manga, Biafra, Who the place and it could be before go that man to see the information of Biafra. Has it been said already? Let it be done. We are the children of Chukotike and Biafra. We are one family. We say descendants of David, descendants of parody. Yes, we are one people. We are traceable to the land of Israel. Our ancestral Biafra, 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 kingdom of God, Biafra, over the people Biafra. Listen, no more divide and rule. Let's let people and no longer fools. We now know who we are. We are Biafrans. No more Southeast, yo. No more South, yo. No more Nigeria. All we know is Biafra. We are one family. We say descendants of David, descendants of parody. We are one people. We are traceable to the land of Israel. Our ancestral Biafra, 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 in the Manga of Biafra, over the Biafra, technology, Biafra, what is so Biafra, over the Talaman of Biafra, over the Talaman of Biafra, 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 and I'm writing song, Biafra, over the Talaman of Mr. Pro, Namo de Kano, Radio Biafra, on the beat,
Yes, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill across the globe, I will say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra. We are streaming live through Radio Biafra London, being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra. His name is Mazi Uche Okafor Mefo. He is from Anambra State, Abatete, to be precise. He is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. People certainly do not understand how things work. But of course, it is important we all narrate issues from our own point of view, because after all, we are all entitled to our opinion. But it's also very important that you are narrating from your own point of view, cross-examine. Try and look at the same issue from another man's point of view. And then I tell you, you will become invincible. You simply see, I will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Corruption is something you cannot see, but you feel it. It's everywhere around you. You never know how much paranoid the zoo called Nigeria is. But of course, Mazu Choka from F4 is standing on a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazen Nandi Ukukano, Prince Mazen Nandi Ukukano, the Prince of Afari Ibeku, heir to the throne of Ibeku Kingdom. Ibeku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State, and Abia State is Biafra land. Is the one and the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafra nation. There is no two ways about it. For almost 6 decades now, nobody has been able to do that until he came. He's the director of Radio Biafra as well as Biafran Television, the one and the only man that commands the loyalty of the Biafran people across the globe. It is not an issue to debate, but we'd rather challenge you if you think otherwise. Tell us the name of your village and your community. Let us put your popularity to test. But that notwithstanding, having said that, I am George Onyibe. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. Every piece of land in Delta State is Biafra land. Once again, I welcome you, Biafrans. Wonderful people, good people. The people that the world envy. The best of the kind of Homo sapiens that has walked this earth. Forget about what they are doing. Forget about what they say. In the end, we have put the world on trial because of us. And I'm talking to those of you that know that you are Biafran. You are the best among all the breed and kind of Homo sapien that have walked on this planet Earth. Both the ones that come from Jupiter, both the ones that come from Mars, we know all of them. Both the ones that were produced in the lab, we know all of you. But let's assume at this stage that all of us are Homo sapiens. People don't know what is coming. But of course, we give glory to the Almighty Creator. We call him Chukwukika Biama. He's the one who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. He never promised us that we will not be killed. He never promised us that we will not be terrorized, humiliated, disgraced, raped, and murdered in cold-blooded. In fact, he told us all these things will happen. But he said he will be with us to the end of time. And with this confident assurance, we'll march without fear or favor. We'll march because in the end, all of us will be gone. He alone will remain unto the end. We must move ahead to our topic this evening. On this segment, we all know the theme remain back to your root. Back to your root. Back to our root. This is one thing that makes many people uncomfortable. And certainly I don't blame them because there are many people who are misbehaving. I see people who are trying to project different kind of worship of our ancestors. That is not what we mean. Or rather, that is not what I mean. You can't behave like a madman and telling me you are worshiping Chukwukika Biama. I don't associate with people like that because certainly Chukwukika Biama is not mad. You must present yourself decent. Some of you, when you finish projecting yourself, even the people who love what you are doing can't even come and join you in your own distance. That is not my ancestors who I talked about. They were decent in their dealing, in all their ways. They could be naked like chimpanzee, but they were more honorable than those who are wearing suit and tie today. But of course, let me acknowledge the Creator before we continue. Anyị na-aja gị mma n'eziokwu n'ịmara mma ịhụnanya anyị na gị obiọma gị o juru anya dadi o inwe gị mgbanwe ọ dịghị onye dị ka gị ịbụ Alpha na Omega anyị niile na-asị na dị mma o. Like I said earlier, our theme on this segment remains back to your root. And for some days now, we have been looking at a series that is entitled Some of the Stumbling Blocks in Our Way of Life. As Biafrans, there are a lot of stumbling blocks in our way. There are a lot of claws in the wheel of our progress. If we do not pause a little bit and remove them, we will not be able to move forward. And in this very series, we want to re-examine them so we can be able to reevaluate our stand, the decision we have made in order to move forward. And this evening, by the grace of Chukwu Kikabiama, we shall be looking at the stumbling block in our way of life on socio-cultural organization of our people, home and abroad. When you talk about socio-cultural organization, people do not know the role this group play, how much they can help to build our nation as a people, or how much damage they could cause to our people as a nation. And when you hear about socio-cultural group, some people end it to group of cabals, group of criminals who just go there, represent you. People have different meaning, different idea behind that English. When you talk about socio-cultural groups, in those days we used to have Atelogo. Atelogo, we call it Atelogo in my place. They are varieties of different masquerade. In fact, one of my cousin brother has his own group. In those days in Abo, those of you that come from Abo, we have different kind of masquerade. Different kind of masquerade. I know the name of every masquerade. I know the name of every instrument you use for masquerade. I can even make masquerade myself. Till tomorrow morning, I can mold masquerade. And so we are not novice to all these things. Even as small as Atelogo, they have major role to play in our life as a people. But today, your pastor will say, Isevo, Isevo, Isevo. May God have mercy on all of us. But of course, when we are done with anybody who challenges the will of our life, they will wish they never did. As small, tiny group as these people have, they have influence. Because in those days, ordinary masquerade, not all this the current day Biafra masquerade, that one Boko Haram army man will take in and start flogging them. And most of you call them evil. They have a role to play. They have a role to play, but you don't know. Because during those days, during celebration time, this ERG New Year Festival that they are going to eat in Germany now and in America, shamelessly, they used to do it at home. Who are the people who are the center of this occasion? It is the Atelogo, the masquerade. In those days, as a child, I used to hear when they gather like this, they will say, this one is from Okozo, this one is from, what is this name? Okeja, this one is from Asaba, this one is from Urugudu. Everybody will do display. You never know the bond of unity it can bring. I remember the people that used to win those days. He said that Mangu Jena Saba or Ebu Masquerade. When it comes to Bendel State in those days, two names of this socio-cultural group bond Bendel State together. Most of you will not know that. One, they call it a Mangu Jena Sabaloa. The other one is Ebu Masquerade. Ebu should be around the Urubu area. You just begin to say, I'm talking to those of you that can understand. I'm taking you back home. Then they begin to sing, Mmangu Jena Sabaloa o no Diego. Mmangu Jena Sabaloa o no Diego. Mmangu Jena Sabaloa. It is social organization. Don't let them deceive you. Because people who speak English don't know the role these things play. But we have gone past the stage. Current day Nigerian socio-cultural organization, some intellectual will tell you it's Ohaneze Ndibo. Ohaneze Ndibo. But let us continue anyway. This socio-cultural organization of our people, whether they are at home or in abroad, most of them have a lot of role to play. It could be positive or negative. But let's reevaluate our stand, like I said earlier, so we know and be very careful of what we are doing. When it comes to this group of our organization, they are very powerful and can play a vital role, more important role they play in our life when it comes to shaping the future of our nation. That is why we must consider what we do about them and also how it affects us as a people. When you look at different socio-cultural organizations within Nigeria, they have role to play. Most of you don't see it. That is why some people don't know. When we attack them, we are attacking them because they are very stupid. They claim to be intellectual, but they don't understand the sensitive position that they control. Today is a privilege that I serve as African rep. A lot of people will slap me and walk away. Under normal circumstances, I will remove your teeth. Thunder will fire you. But my position humbles me because it's not about me. I cannot disgrace IPOB because of my nonchalant behavior. And so when you are misbehaving, I'm looking at you. It is because I know the role I play. The office I occupy is a very sensitive one. And so I keep you quiet. But understand it's not about me. I learned from my leader. A lot of people say rubbish about them. Mazenande Kano and Onyibe, for example, as a case study. They never responded, only when necessary. It's not because they don't know what to do or have what to do, but their office make them to ensure it. Oh my God. And so when you handling a sensitive post in Biafra land, stop fooling yourself. It's not about you. It is about the people. If you know that organization, what they can do, that they are able to shape in the future of our people. When we tell you you are a monkey, you will agree that you are a monkey. Many are the affliction of the righteous, but the Lord Chukwukike delivered them from. You have to carry it. It's your burden, it's your cross, and it is your cause. Not until Biafrans understand this part of our culture, the way our ancestors implemented them. Fulani and Yoruba will be ruling us. I was discussing with a brother today. I say, it's not just coming out and telling people you are intelligent, you are brilliant. You cannot apply them. You are very stupid. If you like, live in America 100 years, live in China, Japan, anywhere in the world, 1 million years. If you don't know what is obtainable, you don't have sense. Because we are here shouting, we have sense, we have sense. Hausa don't have sense, Fulani don't have sense. But they are ruling us. And so if what it means to take our life back is to be stupid, we will remain stupid and take our life back. And I know they get them. But I won't digress further. Let us continue. Number one, let us look at the Oduduwa socio-cultural group. They have a Afeni Feriri. If I don't pronounce it well, please don't crucify me. Yoruba has a lot of socio-cultural group. One of them they call Afeni Feriri or Afeni Feriri. Nyoshi. They have the next one they call OPC. I hope you know OPC is not Afeni Feriri or Afeni Feriri. And then they have Yolikon. And then they have another one they call Oduduwa Youth Movement. The one that is, their leader is, what is the name of this drug addict in London? Is it a granddaughter? Adeyinka granddaughter. He's the leader of the Yoruba Yolikon organization. Most of you don't know it's Yoruba that are sending that criminal failure boy who is not ashamed of himself. His wife is collecting child benefit from Britain. He can't sleep with his wife now because they have chased him away. Welfare in London have chased him away. He lives somewhere in London there. His children is with the wife. His wife chased him out of the house, that Yoruba Adeyinka grandson. And Britain are paying his wife for child benefit. Those of you, Biafra, who are fooling yourself in London, betraying your husband so you collect child benefit, you don't know what is coming for you. At the right time where we will judge all of you, we will assume you from the grave if you don't have sense. Adeyinka useless son is the leader of the Yoruba Youth Social Cultural Organization. Their duty is to come and insult us. It is love speech. But we are not complaining anyway. But I want you to understand how socio-cultural group function. And then Biafrans who are in charge of socio-cultural groups, you wake up or thunder will fire all of you. You don't have sense. Yoruba have different type. OPC today is famous. Why are they famous? They have problem with the Fulani and Hausa, but the Igbos paid the brunt. They are famous. And one Igbo man will come and tell us about what OPC is doing. When OPC have killed more Igbo than Hausa Fulani, but you can't see it. This is their socio-cultural organization. You do the one nation. Now, let us go back and check. What is their aim and agenda? Whether it is Yolikon, whether it's Oduduwa Liberation Movement, whether it is OPC, whether it's Afeni Ferreri, whether it's Adeyinka Yoruba Movement, it really doesn't matter. What they want is 10%. Their aim is 10%. And they have numerous agenda to get this 10%. It doesn't matter. Today, I want to tell you that 80% of Yoruba people are Muslim. So they are very close to Allah in heaven, waiting for 27 virgins that are murdered from Biafra land. But at the same time, these same Yoruba are the one taking you to heaven. Is that not amazing? Somebody should come and tell me that God is not wonderful. That 80% of Yoruba are loyal to Allah. Only 20% of Yoruba that are loyal to Allah are the one taking you to heaven. Is God not wonderful? This is the work of socio-cultural organization. OPC become relevant because they had to kill Igbo man in Enugu. They have to kill Igbo man. Did I say in Enugu? I was in Lagos. I used to live in 44B up in a street then, off Ago Palace way or Kota. I still live there. DSS go there. I'm still there. Maybe you carry the bed, arrest my bed and indict my bed in Yushi. On that very street, those who were there during the time they formed OPC, they were coming house to house, killing Igbo people. I have said this before. One of my neighbors used to have a market in Alaba International Market. A small boy. They took him from the house. They murdered him, carried him to Sabo Ajambadi, deposited his dead body on the way, and said he's a ritualist. And they took his Benz away. Benz 230. This guy designed that Benz. Oh my God. They murdered him. If the people in what do they call all this market, Idumota, Ali Balogu, if they did not come together and raise up All Matter, I don't know who All Matter is working for now. Whether they are Fulani, I don't know. All Matter boys came. They imported this bus known as Onwazu, LO300 Mitsubishi. They parabolated everywhere in Lagos and registered their displeasure. This is a socio-cultural group. That is why OPC go back. OPC have moved from killing Fulani and Hausa to stealing Igbo man property. But our people can't see what is coming. Now, what do you say? Ceremonial socio-cultural leader. What is their aim and what is their agenda? 10%. And now the next thing you need to understand, what is their achievement? They have achieved a lot. Yorubas are not the same. They have minority Yoruba in Kwara. They have minority Yoruba all over Badagry. Ijebu man is not Ife man. Ife man is not a Kale man. A Kale man is not Kwara man. I've lived among them. They even call Kwara people Igbo. That is why a lot of things, so there is work for us to do. Yoruba call Kwara people, I mean Ijebu people, Igbo. Yoruba call Ijebu people, Igbo. But they never talk about their minority. Because their socio-cultural group are there to bond them together. Go and ask Yoruba, they call Ijebu people Igbo. And rightly so. Don't be surprised. Tomorrow you will see that those Ijebu people are Igbo people. Go to Ogijo in Ogun State. You have Igbo community in Ogijo already. These are Igbo people that went there with PZ. Peters and Zakonis. They followed PZ to Ogun State, Ogijo. They didn't come back again. They remain in Ogun State. They speak Yoruba, answer Yoruba name, but they are Igbo people. Their identity is not lost. If you are there, go and find them. You have Igbo community in Yoruba land. Who will talk about them? Most people don't even know you have Igbo community. 3 local government in Benue State, 3.5 Igbo dominated people until IPOB came. Where is our socio-cultural monkey and babu? So Yoruba have agenda. They've achieved a lot. One of the achievements is that you can't divide the Yoruba. The moment they say, Omoduduwa lemi o, end of discussion. Whether it is Igbo Yoruba, Hausa Yoruba, Bonturowe Yoruba, Ojuelegba Yoruba, Oshodioke Yoruba, all of them become Yoruba. All of them become Yoruba. And I must tell you, I am humbled. And I give it to Yoruba socio-cultural group. They have aim. They have target. They must get it. Forget about that 80% of Yoruba worship Allah and 20% worship Christian. When it comes to undermine your position and your relevance as a Biafran, they unite. But this same Yoruba are teaching you inside the church that God said there is no relationship between Jesus Christ and Muhammad. But in Yoruba land, there is a relationship between Jesus Christ and Muhammad. If I speak the next word now, somebody will say, no, you are too harsh. But let me stop there. Then let's move ahead. The Arewa socio-cultural group. We have the likes of Arewa youth. Arewa youth are the one that give us quick notice. We have, they call them Arewa Youth Forum. We have the one they call the Mark Ben. They have the one they call the Miati Allah. We have the one they call Boko Haram. We have the one they call Fulani Herdsmen. So many. Most of you don't know that Fulani Herdsmen are socio-cultural organization in Arewa Nation. Boko Haram are socio-cultural organization. Miati Allah, Boko Haram, all of them. Lamido, Sanisi Lamido, Emir, and all of them. Satan, or is it Sultan or Satan? All of them are socio-cultural organization. In the north, they have the agenda. And they have the achievement. It is recorded already. The people will come out and say, oh, there is Boko Haram, they are terrorists. You can't tell me that Mangu is a terrorist in my land. Mangu is not a terrorist. It's a socio-cultural organization. And now you know who they are. They wake up every day. It is a socio-cultural organization. They say, all the socio-cultural organization, gather together, we are Arewa, Boko Haram will come. Why do you think that Jubri or late Buhari will arrest Boko Haram and incorporate them into Nigerian army? But when they catch Niger Delta militant, they execute them. Of course, actually, they are now recycling them. All these are Arewa socio-cultural group. Boko Haram, all of them. What is their aim? Their aim is to kill the infidel. Number one, Yoruba must turn to Muslim. And dance to their bidding, collect their 10%, or they murder them. Outside that, then you come to Biafra land. They must kill you and take over your land. They must control your resources. To do that, they use that socio-cultural organization. Not every Northerners believe in Mark Ben. Not every Northerners believe in Boko Haram. Not all of them believe in Fulani herdsmen. Not all of them believe in Arewa youth. But with all these socio-cultural groups put together, they speak with one voice. Like the Yoruba's nation, Oduduwa nation will tell you, Oduduwa Lemi, the circle around one man and unleash mayhem. The Fulani having conquered the Hausa, under one word, the moment they tell you, it's Arewa youth, the circle round, only one mission, and that is to take over our land and control your resources. That is why TV man today is very stupid and is saying he's a Northernant. This socio-cultural group make just Plateau man to be very stupid and say he's a Northernant. Gwari man now, they have taken over your land. They are chasing you out. They will soon chase you to Cameroon. You are there still believing you are a Northernant. But of course, all of you are waking up. Thank God to Radio Biafra. This is the achievement. Today now, you cannot go to market. There is Boko Haram or Fulani herdsmen or Miati Allah waiting for you, Mark Ben, all of them. You can't go to farm. Are you telling me God is not wonderful? Can you tell me they've not achieved anything? My brother from South Africa who just rounded up and handed over to me, so a brother called somewhere from USA and he was saying something. And what he was saying is our people should resist, our people should resist. Brother, honestly, I don't dispute you. But you don't know what is at stake. You don't know. And certainly I won't open up for you. But let me tell you, that's why you are saying burn the police, kill the police. Please don't say it on this radio. It's not because you are right. Imam Mezue said this to us. but he've not been here. The next time he came, he went to Oji Zokalo or Zito Kizie Pazo. He collected money and he feel good. Now understand, if you kill one policeman, if you kill one army, you have given them license to burn down your community. That is why Odi was demolished. That is why Nigerian police carry petrol, set fire, set ablaze, house after order. We know how they operate. We will respond to them, but not the way you think about it. I'm not trying to contradict what you said. Honestly, I never believed Biafra will come without war. I'm preparing myself, let this war come, and let it come in my time. But I think it is better to allow Nigeria to introduce this state of anarchy, because that is where we are heading to. You said something very correct. You say you want to fight war now, who do you shoot? I'm not saying what you said is wrong, but I'm telling you, brother, if you kill one policeman as a Biafran, that place they kill the policeman, they will burn that place down. You can't do anything. Go to Bayelsa State. They said they kill one Boko Haram soldier. That village is gone now. But if you think that is what will give us what we want, we will burn down Biafra land in 24 hours. And the remaining one, they will help us to burn it down. We know what they want. They are doing all these things to put us into premature action. Our leaders say no, we write the agenda for them. Yo, anama jogodo, anumere unne yezure. You won't understand. We are not sleeping. Believe me. Believe me. Let's leave that one. But they have great achievement. The socio-cultural organization of the Fulani terrorists have a lot of achievement. Today they are raping our women. We can't go to farm. They are doing what they can do. They are gallivanting everywhere, ravaging and murdering, and the British government is supporting them. My God, you never know. But they are not my target this evening. Let us come to Biafra land. You know, our father has a way of doing things. I have taken time to study. Why will Akwa Ibom man? Why would Ijaw man? Now, when you talk about Biafra, let me tell you the truth. Only 3 people were recognized. Not because they only were the people that existed, but because these 3 groups, under them have other ethnic groups of Biafra nation. It is either you are from Akwa Ibom. Forget the name of that estate is called Akwa Ibom. I don't even know Akwa Ibom. I know you have the Efik, you have the Enan, you have the Bibiu, you have the Ka, you have the Ugoja, you have the Bobura, you have the Ugeb. So many of them. We call all of them Akwa Ibom. Akwa Nyereka disappointment. Propeller ni ngwokre. They know what I'm saying. Akankpa. All of them were under one group. Down to River State, they call themselves what now? Is it Obolo or Andone? And then the next group, they call them Injon. I was shocked when somebody supposedly is your man is telling me that Urubu is not Injon, Isekiri is not Injon, Patani is not Injon, Bayasa is not Injon, only his village is Injon. Our ancestors have this socio-cultural group that bonded us together, and the next is Igbo. It's amazing. In Biafra land today, we have the following socio-cultural group. We have Ohaneze Ndibo socio-cultural group. We have Akwa Ibom socio-cultural group. We have Akwa Ibom socio-cultural group of Abalie, Niger Delta Youth Movement. We have militant socio-cultural group. Many socio-cultural group. Our fathers knew the implication of socio-cultural group. And so they had only 3 forms of socio-cultural group. It bonded the nation of Biafran together till this day, until they came. They broke that held us together, and everything fall apart. Now, in those days, when they come to meeting, those people from the upland of Riverland, they come with a symbol, a seal. The seal is actually of a bird. And what do they call this tiger that have spot? Adder. And then those from the Riverland has the same symbol, but instead of the two tiger with spot, they have a shark on both sides with the same bird. And so when they come to the market space, when they come to the city gate, the place where decision is made, they show their seal and they know who they are. We won't go into details there. There were a socio-cultural group on ground to bond the unity of our people. But today, with Ohaneze Ndigbo, under Ohaneze Ndigbo, you have so many groups, Eastern Consultative Forum, so many groups in the upland. You have Akwa Ibom Abalie socio-cultural group. Ijo Niger Delta militant socio-cultural group, so many. But now let's ask ourselves a simple question. What is their aim? Their aim now is to go and collect pocket money. I won't say with due respect, because if you like, go get angry, thunder will fire you. You are a job president, you live in Banana Island, the mosquito in Bayelsa State, they carry scissors, chisel, and hammer with hose, sucking your people, and you are living in Banana Island. And you want me to have regard for you? It doesn't work that way. I'm talking to you, Ijo Youth President. If you don't wake up today, we will wake you up. But it will not be in a very palatable way. And so when you hear Ijo Youth, IYC has spoken, who are you spoken for? You spoken for me or you spoken for your bank account? Let's not deceive ourselves. When Boko Haram come to kill, they kill. They are trying to settle down in Ebonyi State. They are doing their job well. There were one time Niger Delta militant. When they talk, Nigerians shake. Since they collect money, or are they sleeping? So who do you represent? There are Ohaneze Ndigbo coming to tell us Jubri is okay. He tried. He gave us 1 million. Let's help him. There are Abo, Anyocha, Osimiri, socio-cultural group. They are telling you, their job is to tell you that Anyocha and Osimiri and Indokwa, they are not Igbo. Ndeka, you are not Igbo. There is a Ikwere Iheroha socio-cultural group. They are trying to tell you, they are not Igbo. That is their target. Their aim is to go and collect pocket money from Abuja. The same money stolen from our land. And then they become chairman. Edwin Clark will be talking. And many of them will be talking. And all of you will be listening to them. And now you know the truth. If we do not rechart our course and rechannel our energy for the sole benefit of our nation, Biafra, we will end up being a beggar, rejoicing over the stipends given to us from the very resources stolen from our land. Biafrans, wake up. Biafrans, rise up. Biafrans, those of you in charge of all these socio-cultural organizations, please rise up. Rise up. Because in the end, we no go fit do without Biafra. We no go fit do without Biafra.
Hey, hey. No, me and what we do without my Biafra. Me and what we do without praising the Father. I know we do without my fatherland. I must to fight and defend my father's land. Imana Biafra na uyo. Oya bona marugo. Apa to be a pataku si Biafra bukayo. Biafra na original. Oya bona marugo. Apa to be a pataku si Biafra na uyo. Chupo kike kele liki that is is falling. Now I can see my new nation Biafra rising. I'm feeling good. I'm very high. No matter what them do, they cannot bring us down. They be killing us for too long. Young and women they for too long. Selling our resources for too long. Oh my father, we don't know what to do. What's going on? We need the freedom to carry on. Give us the power to overcome. Oh my father, we don't know what to do. We want to be on our own. Our home is our own. We want to be on our own. Our home is our own. I want to be a protector, see be a friend to be a friend of my original. I want to be a protector, see be a friend of my original.
Surprise the right and kick it off. Now when you fight, you go carry on. You have to pick up the piece of a broken heart and bring them together to change it. Go, you go. When they fight, then we are the back. They know this I couldn't about to program. I be good. The night, you are right. You die, don't know why I got the gas. I forgot and disaster. I ain't happy. The team boy around the kitchen, keep going happy. The Zuru, the Sassy, everybody, where you fear, then I just see where you're then you cook Panaya. Oh, you see your bad, my Panoya. Oh, you see Pano, Panoya, Gazaloya.
Chuko Kike.
Enemy are right and then when you see, but this time around I get very see. Never win more than I want to do. We want to be on our own. Our home is our own. We want to be on our own. Our home is our own. We want to be on our own. Me and what we do without my Biafra. Me and what we do without praising the flag up. I know we do without my fatherland. I must to fight and defend my father's land. If I not be a friend, now we own you. Oh, you're gonna malugo. I want to be a critical, see be a friend, Bukayo. Be a friend, I'm my original. Oh, you're gonna malugo. I want to be a critical, see be a friend, now we own you.
Yes, Biafrans, anywhere you are. You are a socio-cultural group. What is your agenda? What is your target? You are dividing us. Abo socio-cultural, Enugu socio-cultural, Ebonyi socio-cultural, Niger Delta socio-cultural. You think we are stupid? Anywhere you are in the world, you are Igbo man. You are following on Ezendibo, answering Ezendibo na Japan, Ezendibo na Kwara. Wake up, look for IPOB and join. Oh, Niger Delta youth, are you a militant? What is your target? What is your agenda? Don't you see Fulani headsmen? Don't you see Mark Ben? Don't you see Boko Haram? Are they not doing well for their people? It's OPC. Did the OPC not do well for their people? Our lines are open. Please call and tell me what is in your mind. You are free to insult me. I will not respond to you. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642 is our WhatsApp line. You are repented already. You want to join IPOB. No one close to you, or you don't know how to locate them. Please send me your details, your data on this WhatsApp line. 070-815-45642. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971. Special number for the female is 081-288-586-14. Special number for the female 081-288-586-14. Call on WhatsApp. Are you there?
Hello. Good evening, my brother.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. My name is Sylvester Ubiadulateli.
Go ahead, please.
And I'm calling you from India. Well, my brother, I just want to thank you for the good work you have been doing. For a very so long time, I've been following this your morning and evening, sometimes your night edition, because whenever I followed you here during this night time, it became a late hour. But I like to follow you very early in the morning. Every morning, I love your program. And I want to thank our able leader, Maze Namdekano, for his work he has been doing for so far. Well, my brother, there will be something you are saying tonight concerning this program about the plans of the universe in our land. Especially they are the ones that are working on their medias. Yeah, that is true. And it has been going on for a very long time. If not for the grace of God, that God sent a leader for us. If not, all of us have been perished people.
It's unfortunate we lose that caller, maybe because of Zoo Epileptic Network, but we must continue. Are you there, caller, on the female line?
What?
This is a female line, please. Don't call it. It's a female line, please. Don't call it. Caller on the line, can you hear me? Good evening. Go ahead, please.
ndị Igbo siri nna m na-apịa n'ihu mgbe ọ nọ ndụ dị na sekretari ya onye nke cheleta na anyị biko na-echeta ụlọ aka gụkọtara ya aka ha n'ịdapụ ụlọ ejikwana iwe ndị ala apịla ha bụ ndị gọvanọ na ndị nnukwu mmemme na-eme wetinụ m gara akwa ibukenenụ gbanụ mbọ anyị nọ n'ụlọ abụ m onye ọkpụna ọkọchị ọ nọkwu n'ọkpụrụ ọkọchị wee na ọka.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mazi Arinze, Okwaya? Ofonzi. Okay, Mazi, Ndewo. I was thinking it's Mazi Arinze because I have a reason why I want to say that. Thank you very much. We must continue. In my home, where I come from, the next community or the next family after Onyibe family is known as Arinze family. The name of that family is Arinze. I remember one day I was discussing with Mazimefo, and I was like telling him about something about our village. And he was like, do you mean Abo people answer Arinze? It shocks me anyway. But yes, we have Arinze family in Abo. But man, Abo and Ibu mama. And now my brother or my sister, Chidebiri Destiny, he said the truth is that we don't love ourselves. Whenever I talk about Biafra with my Igbo brothers, they always strongly disagree with me. I don't know what to do. Destiny Arinze, understand that for almost 200 years, the Fulani, through the British government, have been reconditioning our mindset. It is amazing somebody name is Ikechukwu, and it's not Igbo. Somebody name is Ogunka, and it's not Igbo. You don't blame us. I was in Anambra one day, Peace Park in Onitsha, and we were talking about Biafra issue. And I was speaking passionately about Biafra. And one woman from that community said to me, Igbo in our song with Oside, K-side Igbo is Ibia. I told the woman, I will monya abo. And I said, Ndi abo abro ndi Igbo na, ndi abo bundi Bini. And so if Anambra man will believe I'm from Bini or Yoruba, and then you see your brother, certainly maybe, or Yoruba wash blood, mixed blood, understand they done us evil. Ndi ameranyaro, Don't worry about them. They are the reason why we are talking. We are going to talk and talk and talk until they are delivered. Because Yoruba talk and talk and talk and lie from the both sides of their mouth. Because they control the media. And now look at where we are. Chidebere, what you wrote to me on Facebook is touching. But I dedicate this song to you. They say, Biafrans, they will never make it. Look at where we are today. We still together and going strong. We still the Biafrans. Whoa, the only Biafrans. Whoa, we still the Biafrans. Oh Lord, we are the Biafrans, the only Biafran. We remain the Biafran. Forget about all those things. Don't let them discourage you. You keep saying the word. God created the word by saying the word. Pastors collect 10% by saying the word. You keep saying the word, you will save another life. Because by saying the word, they enslaved us. Don't you get it? You think we don't have better things to do with our lives? Everything they've done to us, we shall undo them without apology. Are you there, caller on WhatsApp? Zoo Epileptic Network may not be favorable, but we will continue. Are you there, caller on the line?
My name is Chika. I'm calling
yes,
from the
this is female line. Please don't call female line. If you are a man, don't call female line, because I will not give you that leverage. If you are a man, don't call the women line. Are you there, caller on the line?
Good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Yes, shalom, brother. Before I continue, let me introduce myself properly. My name is Chukwudi Oparaji, and I am calling you from Uganda. I am, by the grace of Elohim, I am the deputy coordinator of Zone 5 in Obibo, to be precise. I want to thank you for the good work you are doing for us, and by the special grace of Elohim, Biafra is going to be restored in our own time. Now minding what all this Onyibe and the rest are doing. We can succeed without them. And God is doing it for us. Biafra will be restored in our own time. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We must continue. For those of you who are still asking for the line, our WhatsApp line is 070 070 070 815 815 456 42 is our WhatsApp line. 070 815 45642 is our WhatsApp line. And of course, every inquiry goes there. And the people in charge of that department, certainly, they will talk to you. They will respond to you. Yes, a caller on the female line, your name and where are you calling from?
I am a Bele. I'm calling from Mpo.
Go ahead, please.
Okay. I think I can know. You never make a Biafra. That you could carry Biama, the network of Fuma. And the Nobunya Wakai to Patarobi, no get Adiranya, Naga Biafra. Now, hi, Jesus. Hello?
Isi, Gawani Rubiko.
Yelumaka Kenelu Namugo Nandekalo. Can Canary Makan own Mamma, you know, Metopana Incha, oh, Mamma, you need it, 2 4, and the others, and the Mamma will have for her. You see me, can I go to Bonina Kani? And the near needed a Kunama Fubiafra, Haga Fubiafra Nanya, now had to go to Kabiama.
You see, thank you very much. You said something, and I'll grant your request honestly. Sister, say, help me greet your leader, Mazi Nandekano, and that we shall do. There is no two ways about that. And I give that to our leader on behalf of our sister.
Nnamdi Kanu, Amadike. Kani kenebenu Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu, Amadike. Amadike Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu, Amadike. Ikabugondilo yo, Nnamdi Kanu, Amadike.
Yes, that is specifically for our supreme leader, according to the request our sister made. Yes, call on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Call on WhatsApp. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Go ahead, please. Good evening,
my brother.
Here.
Yes, I'm calling you from Togo. I'm Mazi Ichuku Mwede. Hello?
I will advise you to stop listening to your radio because there is a difference between your phone and your radio. Please move away from your radio and focus on your phone.
Okay. Thank you very much, my brother. I am very, very happy for our effort because it's a collective effort. We are happy to have a leader like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and we pray that God Almighty will continue to give him more wisdom and also to empower us, we Biafrans, to come together as one. I am happy you as from Agbo to be part of this, to be part of this program. I'm very, very happy.
Are you from Agbo?
People, they see us that we are not one, but we are one. I'm happy today we are coming together. They go to lead us to our destination, which is Biafra. Thank you very much, my brother. Now God also give him more wisdom to organize our people together. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. When you put too much sand inside soup for blind person, the blind person will know. Except that blind person want to be stupid. The sansa these people pour for our soup, it done too much. With the sian korokoro, with the feel. They came late, I must tell you. They came late. They should have done better things with their life and let us be. Can you hear me? Caller on the line. Good evening from here, Ada. Go ahead, your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, I'm calling from Aba.
Go ahead, please. Of course, Zoo Epileptic Network will do what they can do, and we will do what we can do. Caller on the line, are you there?
Hello?
Go ahead, please. Good evening from here, your name and where are you calling from?
Okay.
Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, sir. My name is Bright.
Go ahead,
I'm
please.
from Akwete. I want to greet our indigenous people of Biafra. I greet them all from wherever they are. Yes, we are very, very sorry. I am my uncle. We are very, very sorry for the death of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Hello, can you hear me?
Please stop listening to your radio. Go ahead, the world is listening.
Okay, sir. We are very, very sorry for the death of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We say may our mother so rest in perfect peace. And another thing is that these Zulatic people, these animals we are living with here in Nigeria, say that in Nigeria, they don't know themselves and they don't know anything. I pray that one day that they shall stay and see us in the land of Biafra, and they shall see how we rejoice in the land of Biafra. Thank you. Good evening from here.
Thank you. We must continue, my brother. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is
Sunday.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I'm calling from Oka. There is one thing that is going on in Aba. Today, I heard that the Minister of Information in Abia State, I don't know what they call him, He said that there are some hoodlums that are planning to go and do protests in some areas that they have protest for local settlement, that they are hoodlums. So I want you people to send message to that information minister about whatever they are calling, that IPOB are not hoodlums. According to him, he said that those hoodlums is planning to do protest also in Zambia, but he pointedly on this Abba protest that they got information that hoodlums are planning to do protest over Luga settlement, that they are ready for them, that they have planned, in fact, that they will undo them. He said a lot of things about.
But the truth is that the hoodlum we have in Nigeria is the politicians, is the senators, is the imposter and Aso Rock. They are the hoodlum, the Nigerian police, the Nigerian DSS, the Nigerian Boko Haram, the Nigerian army. They are the hoodlums. They know how to give the good people bad name in order to kill them justifiable on a justifiable ground. But the truth is that we have passed that stage. We will address their stupidity at the right time. What they say does not really matter, because they may send their boys, their hungry boys, give them money to wear IPOB cloth and protest. We don't hide our mouth to say what we say. When we want to protest, we will protest. Any Ruga they bring in Biafra land, we will respond to them. It's just that it's not the way we are coming. That's the way they expect us to come. We won't come that way. So they don't need to say, oh, it's a hoodlum. It could be their boys. After all, are they not the one who buy gun to give youth, misguided youth, to go and vote for them? Somebody once said that Nigerian Electoral Commission is like a Gari Jebu. The moment you do election, you get to INEC office, it will rise immediately. They are the hoodlum. They are the miscreants. They are the terrorists. They are the Boko Haram. Meati Allah. They are the hopeless animals. We will address that stupidity. We have not come for them. We are warming up, and look at how they are vibrating. I beg you, leave that one. That is old news. We've been hearing that before now.
That's true, my brother. They are spreading it over their gutter news that they are ready to kill their fathers. But God will surely punish that man with just whatever they may call him. That's minister information or whatever, gutter minister information or whatever they call him. With the LKG, so they are spreading it over there. They are ready. They are Boko Haram and are going to spread them, do this, that. But thank you, my brother. Thank you. Let me get away from that.
Thank you. We must continue. Our duty is not to undermine anybody. Our duty is not to conquer anybody, but our duty is to run on the offense against anybody who try to undermine our right to self-determination. We will not forgive them. Not even my father, not to talk of your father. Are they stupid? Are they mad? Did they think we are joking here? If I want to be the councillor of my village, chairman, or even governor, I'm not sure Ukowa will win me. Ukowa can't win me because he's old school and I'm new school. So they should understand, no amount of intimidation, no amount of silver and gold, nothing will deter us from the track we have started with. It doesn't really matter whether we are here or not. But now that we are here, we must make our stand clear. No negotiation. And so you leave them when they are talking, you think they are human beings. Is it today? Now today, Nyashide for back. No matter the thickness of a blanket, it can never cover the sun from shining. No matter what they bring to us, it can't stop Biafra from talking. A leader prophetically declared and said, he prophetically declared and he said, as far as we come up every morning, every night, we talk about this gospel, Biafra will be restored. Are you there, caller on WhatsApp?
Yeah, good evening. This is Mazi Oge Friday, fellow Biafrans all over the world. My greetings to you from here. The gospel of the restoration of the sovereign state of Biafra must be preached, and nothing is going to stop it. Of course, there are so many people who are working in one or two ways to stop what we are doing, but we are not going to relent. We are not going to give up, because we know what we want, and that is what we'll continue to pursue. A whole lot of things is happening in our land. So many things is happening, very, very pathetic ones, which everybody should be concerned of. But in all they are doing to stop us, we are not going to give up. Now, Abakaliki province, right now, it's been very, very tough and difficult, but there is nothing that the enemy will do. They are working assiduously to make sure that they stop what we are doing, but we are equal to the task. The work have commenced at Oziza, Nafibu, where they gave the Fulanese for the Ruga settlement. They started work there only this week. And where they are occupying there, or where they want to give them, it's a place located very close to Cross River. In fact, it's a boundary between
and that is most of the land that Bonny people and Cross River people are fighting over. They initiate communal crisis so they can bring gun and chase them away. We know all these things. That is why we are telling every community in Biafra land, stupid and hopeless to be raising issue of communal crisis. Now, most especially when your father didn't fight over that land. You know this is full and initiation. They create communal boundary crisis. Obasanjo started this before Radio Biafra came. Late Buhari continued it. And as I'm talking to you, Sudani want to perfect it. The moment you say, oh, we are dragging land with this community, that will be Ruga. That is what they want. Go ahead, please.
So, right, the work has commenced. And in fact, if you stay there, you will be seeing Cross River. In fact, it's very, very close from there. It's a stone throw. But the only thing is that there is a river, just like every other boundaries. Because if you go to Iko, if you go to Izzy, there are also
river used to be communal boundary until Obasanjo changed it. But we know all these things. Just leave them, let them be doing what they are doing. They know why they are doing what they are doing. They want us to respond. But it's going to be on our own terms.
Yes. So they are really working hard, because so many things happening. It's of recent that our people begin to understand because of what this gospel preached on Radio Biafra has done. Understand that this is not just a communal crisis. It is being initiated by these Fulani people just to make sure that they pave their way, because this is a project they have started for a very long time ago. Many years back, they started this project.
Obasanjo started it. This thing they are doing today, Obasanjo started it. You are just seeing the manifestation, but we give thanks and praise to the Creator because Radio Biafra is here. If not, we are gone as a people.
Yes. So it's a call we are making to our people, because the problem we are having right now is majorly from the Cross Riverians. They are yet to understand the game plan of this House of Fulani.
They do.
That is why we are calling on our brethren to really take the message down. We are making effort to also.
Go ahead, Mazuge. You are coming out.
Yeah, we are making effort to take the message. Okay, we are making a whole lot of effort to see if we can be able to cross over and also educate them more, because our people, they understand what is happening, that this is not ordinary. In Izzy, many houses has been burnt down, and the worst of it all is that the Nigerian army and the Fulanis, they are the people unleashing all this mayhem on our people. And to make the matter worse, the government are not doing anything. If you just want to talk about it, they will set up, they will send the security operatives to come after you. And many of our people have fallen victim in Ebonyi State as a result of this. Many has got their shops locked down. Many has been driven out of their homes. And up till now, as we speak, because Bishop Mwachine Stanley, the owner or perhaps the founder of Grace Assembly Church in Imago, all this while has the church been sealed by the government, the state government, and the communities, the host communities, were being threatened that if they do anything, or if they allow the bishop to stay on his church, that they are going to use caterpillar to level everything in the community. On that note, the community had no choice than to do what? To back the government. And right now, as I speak with you, no activity is going on in that church in Imago. Why? Because the bishop and some members of his church who believe in what we are doing came out to join the IPOB and say no Ruga settlement in Ebonyi State. And up till now, the Christian Association of Nigeria, PAF, and all the Christian organizations in Nigeria and in Ebonyi State who are supposed to, come out and protect their own are not doing anything about the matter. And it's very, very pathetic. We keep asking ourselves, what is the work of these people if they cannot protect their own, if they cannot say, oh, enough of all these things? And the reason being that the man who is in charge of the state, who is a stooge to Hausa Fulani, talking about Mahi, he just planned his game very well, brought all these ministers together and called them divine mandates. And these divine mandates are politicians. These are people who are being given just a peanut of 2,000 naira, 5,000 naira, and what have you. They sing the tune, they dance to the tune of the governor. So all these people, we know what they are doing. They are working together to make sure that they subjugate our people, that our people are being molested. And what we are encouraging our people is to continue to fight on what they believe in. We cannot be stopped. They have done everything humanly possible to stop us, but they cannot stop us. So right now, that is what is happening in the state. And honestly, it's not been easy. Just a report we have gotten this night that one of our brother who is do business in main market has got his shop being sealed, and they are threatening that tomorrow they are also going to seal the shop where the wife sells. What is their crime? Because they are identified with IPOB, saying we do not accept intimidation, or we cannot succumb to all your threats and what have you. That is the only thing, and the government send the security forces to go out, seal their shops. So this evil, we must continue to let our people know and the world to understand what we are passing through. That it is not easy for our people here, and we are not going to give up either, because we know what we want. This is our only hope. So I encourage all our brethren, wherever you are, especially those in Abakaliki, to keeping on and do not entertain any form of fear at all, because this land belongs to us. In the end, we will win. Thank you very much, and may bless all of you.
And you too, my brother. We must continue. Now, you must understand, or rather, Nigerians must understand. This is a clear message to them. We have come in terms with their national behavior. All this putting up shenanigans, trying to intimidate us, harass us, so we begin to get afraid of, oh, Boko Haram is coming. Oh, Nigeria is, we are afraid. We've passed that stage. We understand the implication behind their actions. Before now, they intimidate us, they kill us, we run away. But I'm happy in my very lifetime. We see them killing us and our people are still coming out. We see them locking down our shop and our people are still doing business. We see them harassing, intimidating, and whatever they have to do. And we are still here in the end. They should understand. This should send a clear signal to them that we are not going anywhere. We are not going anywhere. We understand how it is. But somebody is going to say, but are we going to allow them to start killing us? Believe me, brother, no, we will not do that. But nobody write agenda for us. The Declaration of Independence, it is written there that the tree of liberty will be refreshed with the blood of the guilty and the innocent. And men and women will die time in and time out. We have actually prayed to the Creator that if in his infinite wisdom, that the sacrifice of our life is what he requires, what he demands, that he might free us from this bondage, from this contraction, devil output, this evil enclave called Nigeria. We will gladly lay down our life without a shred of fear. And so let them do what they have to do. But the only thing that is holding us down is those Biafrans who are still sleeping. It's not the intention of IPOB leadership to leave any of our people behind. Not even the mad one, not even the dead one. Everybody is coming home. And then we understand to be able to achieve this, a lot of sacrifice is required. That is exactly what we are doing here. Do not lose focus about our study. This very evening is to make us to understand that if you say you are a socio-cultural organization here in Biafra land, serving for one purpose or the other, you must tell us what your aim and agenda are, what your target and achievement has been so far. Caller on the line, can you hear me?
Hello, good evening, sir.
This is the female line, and I will not accept any call from a male from the female line. Please don't make any mistake about that. Can you hear me? Caller on the line. Caller on the line. Good evening from here. Your name and where are you calling from?
Who is talking?
You call me and you are asking me who is talking. May God help you. You called me and you are asking me who is talking. Megida is talking to you. Can you hear me? Call on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Good evening from here. Your name and where are you calling from? They will.
Good evening.
Go ahead, please.
I'm working silly in the PC. So, biko maka achọrọ m ikwu about nnọọ ha nwụrụ. Mommy anyị Mmụọ Joseph Kalu nnọọ to us. O mean a lot to us. Mana ihe m na-arịọ Chineke bụ Chineke onye kere ụwa. Nyere anyị aka n'ụwa, tie anyị aka n'obi maka ihe a mere anyị this time. And ọzọ ya bụ ya mere nwaanyị ahụ amara o mere onye mụrụ Jizọs Kraịst. Biko o doro anyị anya na mpeji narị a mụrụ Jizọs Kraịst enwe mgbe ọ nara ọkụ ana mmụọ. So nne ọha aga anakwa n'ọkụ ana mmụọ maka ọ mụrụ onye bịara ịzọpụta anyị nwa bụ ndị Biafra. Ọ bụ nne Biafra ka ọ bụ. Ya nyere ya aka ka mkpụrụ obi ya zie ike na udo. Ndị zoo ga-efi na ha emene the best thing. Mana ihe anyị nwa madat ọwụghị mmadụ nwụọ ụwa ọgwụ na kama ihe a na-ekwu kedu ebe onye ahụ ga-ana maka o doro m anya dat na nne ọha ga-ana n'eluigwe. Ọ gaghị ana ọkụ a na mmụọ dịka Buhari ga-ana. Ọ gaghị ana ọkụ a na mmụọ dịka ụmaghị nwụọ ga-ana ọkụ a na mmụọ. Ọ gakwa ga-ana ọkụ a na mmụọ dịka John Nwodo ga-alakwa ọkụ ala mmụọ. Chineke nyere ya aka ka mgbe ọ ga-eru na mgbe ikpeazụ ka anyị na ya abụọ fụkwa n'ihu n'ihu. Ana m ayọ ndị Biafra niile, ana m ayọ di ya n'onwe ya bụ Israel okwu ka alọ si biko Chineke tie ya aka n'obi maka na ọ bụrụ onye okenye. Mgbe ụfọdụ ụdị ife a mee ọ na-afịa arụ ijikwata onwe because ọ bụ onye ọ fụrụ n'anya too much etu anyị nwachikwefu ya n'anya ụdị ife amabie. Mana anyị si Chineke biko tinye aka n'obi mekwe ka ọ nọ karịa dịka anyị tụrụ anya ya. Ọ bụ na ihe nwere egwu ndị Igbo niile na ndị Biafra ka onye ọbụla jide onwe ya. Gị nwa na onwe gị kwa last time gị na-ekwu okwu ndị gị sị na ndị a na-etere gị my dear onwe gị ife ọ na ha ga-eme gị maka na onye nọ n'ime gị karịrị ha. Egwu niile hụrụ ha na-eti pere. Gee ntị, o nwere ihe ọkụkụ gwara ụmụaka ya oge ide mmiri na-eze kikikiki. Nne ọkụkụ tụkọta ụmụaka ya sị ha na-ewe nnekwu na ide mmiri a ka ọ na-eze kikiki. N'obere oge na unu amasịkwa ide mmiri ọzọ. Egwu niile ahụ efere ha na-eme na-eti pere, they can't do you anything. Onwe ife ọ na ha ga-eme gị. Obi sie gị ike n'ife ọ na ị na-eme. Mmeri bụ nke anyị. Ụna anyị orugo nso na anyị erugo nso. So biko ndị ọzọ ya na-ekwute bụ ife gbasara Nnamdi Kanu a na ha ahụ ihe ọ na-eme n'afọ n'otu o ji na-edu ya na-aga dịka Joshua. Ọ bụ Moses, ọ Joshua. Moses eduru ha ụmụ Israel na ana ahụ ekwere ha na nkwa. Mana Joshua wụ ihe duru ha na ahụ ekwere ha na nkwa. Nnamdi Kanu bụ our leader, bụrụ ya bụ Joshua nke anyị ma today. Ọ ya ka anyị na ọ bụ Mesaya nke anyị na-afụ anya. Chineke biko tie ya aka n'obi dịka ahụ o nwere maka enwere ụfọdụ ndị ọ ga-abụ n'ọnọdụ ọ nọ na ha ga-enwenwu ike ịbịa na-eme agha res, ọ ga-enwewu ike. Mana onye ahụ ị hụrụ ka nwekwuru otutu na ọ ma ihe ọ na-atụ. maasị Chineke biko nye ya n'onwe anyị and ndị Biafra niile so ọ ga-adịrị anyị na mma ụna anyị erugo. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We are not going anywhere. All these things are expected. We expect all these things. But then there will no shifting ground. Not here asking for two things. Just simple thing. Let Biafra go. Call on WhatsApp, are you there? Call on WhatsApp. Call on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Go ahead, please.
Okay. Good evening, Moses. It's a great Biafrans all over the world. Moses, you already know I'm calling from Germany. And
I want to thank our able leader, Special, and his deputy. So much I thank you for your great job you are doing in the restoration of Biafra. Mazi, I want to tell you that all the people that we Biafra
I will advise you to stand in a position where they can hear you. You are moving around or your device is not stable. We hear you now, we don't hear you. Please.
Hello? You can hear me now?
It's not okay. It's not fine.
Huh?
Go ahead.
So can you hear me now?
I think your phone is on speaker or a listening device. I can only hear it hauling back to me, which is not very fine. It's not proper. You want to hear yourself. So please remove it from the speaker and speak on so everybody can hear you clearly.
Hello. So
you are coming out fine now. Go ahead, please.
All right. So I thank Mazen Nandikano and his able deputy, Mazucha Mafo. Maz, I thank you too for your good work. Indeed, Maz, I must tell you the truth. The work what our able leader is doing, we did appreciate his work and all the great job he have been doing. I thank him for opening the eyes of our people to know that we are Biafrans. And for me, I know for the one that Nigeria is not for the Eastern people. Nigeria is evil and full of discrimination. And that's why they can never accept us with the Biafrans. They cannot open our airport, they cannot open our seaports or to walk our road. They will never do these things. They hate us, and I personally, I hate them too. I hate them more. Hello, Mazu, can you hear me?
Go ahead, please. I'll try and summarize.
Our leader, Mazu Nandikano, said it to his last broadcast. He said that he hates Nigeria with passion. I believe him. And I want Nigeria to know this, that Mazu Nandikano hate them, but there is many that hate them more than as Mazu Nandikano do. And I like the word of our leader, last broadcast. He said, if Nigeria wants us to do it in a hard way, they will lose. They will not have access to that oil again that is bringing this evil and hatred and they will lose a lot. I believe him for that one, for sure. So Nigeria should know that one. So Nigeria should know the right thing to do, and they should do that at the right time. And stop playing games before it will be too late for them. They should know the answer of everything, but the IPOP, Mazin and the Kano stand is the freedom of Biafrans. Nothing more, nothing less. And I'm urging Biafrans all over the world to support Mazin Nandikalo and his deputy to do the needful and Biafra restoration. Thank you, Mazi, and keep on the good work.
You're not going anywhere.
God bless you. Bye from here, Germany.
Yes, without wasting much of our time, we will be going to our studios across Biafra land. At this moment, I will be joining our correspondent from Akwa Ibom studio. Reporter from Akwa Ibom studio, can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi, I can hear you right. Please confirm if I'm coming out.
You're coming out loud and clear. Abariye.
Sir.
Go ahead, please. The world is listening.
All right. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending where you are. My name is Gideon Agban. I'm reporting from our studio here in Akwa Ibom, Esenodem province. Esenodem is in now. It's Akwa Ibom is song. Akwa Ibom is song. Why we song it all? Anangma. Anang Makibono. Ayen Eka Mufokada. Akereka Gideon Agban. Akbene Ken Kubujo. And I'm Ambo Yangdi. I don't need a corner for Tiba Kisong. I couldn't yomi. So we didn't Tiba Kisong for. Because a come back at it. Ama abai bongo ali ba bongo kini yemenya ta tieti manfuni ba because ana ikaiso awi kemeditre kwe ukemuso mi sai bo ande dikemiditre ito kwa ibom ma fo kan tan ba ka ji fo de ngeda because ana Ikaisi so ina mi adi on ke e kam ka ye mi ga gba ko se na fion eri medwo ta fion ga froga ko ba elida yi amama kama because he gi jemme da itin adi stop anything say economic so e ka mo mi na gi so anye ka friend the sega kan ya afoma ko eto ba even the same idio when the same so aye ke bo ka nyi kama ki kare do anye ka adowa ma anyon an discuss ata ko memo boya mbosa ye ka iko sa ye ka tang memo awi na mado se free we go because ido gere ko ada se free we go boy ni ama ka mu kare go ya ku isang se nye sanga se awo ngo so kama ye la ko wada ke kai mo ki so na adam bom mo ngaye bon dem ya adion ake inie gi ba mi ki ngbo ko en wale da na everything ama abon ki so be ka da de kenjenda because ini ba ide Ubo yangi go bongiri ga ya so we din tum ga so mbe be ngidam inia ko nga Nigeria iba ba ntie ko to Nigeria itie ba Nigeria de hellfire ide gi dong se go ba ndi o ka mefo akuna mpo song idami itina mi yang mpo song tum Okay, in the secret border, Isonga Biafra. I'm more close. Ija kambo adwari. But okay, but I can not about open. Right, I point on it down. December, I have 30,000 cake basket. But cannot say, but about open. If I give people, I buy what see the store more. You see, I'm a phone, go to Kreka, senior about senior moto, anything that is import, about confident because it be kind of by Benito. Even if you see my Benito before they close this border, it's also I'm Mamma, it's this, Boramo, a book at the semi band. Until I'm a friend born. And I'm mad that you back often. And I'm mad that be on my back. And I'm mad that you try it. And I'm mad that boy give by a bear only top hungry. And I'm mad that I give me any idea. Mad that you boy ya yellow box in Amja fun. I'm be yo. Get more fun, more rocky fun. I said, friend. And you can say for Bob him, Kaya fun. The thing said you may not, at the young box, Merida yet. I mean, you go to Mazin and the Cano. Anything said about Yaginam. But I told her, you don't many Ben Biafra. So that Biafra, the bargain for that. Would that be a Friday paper? Common ordinary paper, pay for it and give it. And then not already because tissue paper, they come go effort. And then paper, fun. Would that be a Friday paper? I for it and give it. Somebody a yellow box, my mother in the cano, anything say about Yainam Jainam. But I you be a Friday. Because without a you be a Friday, need to eat, I blame you. It's a breaking issue. Whether for this day, it am a full docker, IPO about when I'm more time of Biafra. In Yadami, the Keda, because he needs so, need to offer your blame. Ebo, Papa, Mama, and Sikida, Yafuru can echo the about Onamja Biafra. In Yamida by Nisi Bembe, Adi Nisinam, Akosongpo. Anything, say for both, say for come, devil Yaganam. Anything, say our leader, Yaginam. Because I am bossy event, yeah, Friday. Very cause the time where young bone that donor, addition to only lucky bear with him get what addition to me, Nakiba and to Nakiba, fair about all those things. The Keda, yeah, because impossible in this, I book. Go man, dear Friday, come on. I have found milk. Get me down because he called back and many will go yard later, talk about them for Yaki or Kevin and them. He near me, if I will go for without a need it up, IPOB. Then the nearest place, then take about work by a fan. Then, get up, time of Biafra, now we say Ben Biafra. I told them, body for you, know, I found on the toilet, I found on the toilet, I found okay, working easy. Because you know me, in a matter of the toilet, keep up of energy about me. I can't go from where my near Sequanum, can't go from where my phone of Eva, I can again security. Jerusalem, and I work Kentunya media. It's a good song, and I'm pure water. You are second when I'm Nangama. You never see the band, and I walk. You want me, and I walk born and walk. It's on it. So the Keda, top I won't take Baba, and then get that. It just is who finish you bomb me, who finish you bomb me, who can get. But you can't buy them. You may can't even be afraid. Then you will on the Foko, you remember Kini Baba, Bokanyan. the Kada party Bambia Friday. Yem the IPOB is able, Canada meeting. Tap a map all your Mekono Yomi. Yaba Abasi, Abba, Yafrago, one of your Nisia, Tambosa, Marty Bambia Friday. Can say, Amen. 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 Father, thank you. And good night.
We are no longer in Egypt. We have crossed our sea. We've gone far in this wilderness. Victory's few steps ahead. We are no longer in Egypt. We have crossed our seas. We've gone far in this wilderness. Victory's few steps ahead. When it gets tough to end this nether of our heroes will not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Not yet may we remember the price of our great heroes. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Inside the wilderness, never open yourself to the wicked one. Penetrate and kill your people. To what we get charge you to say. Inside the wilderness, never sell your soul to the wicked ones. Penetrate and kill your people. God have charged you to say. When it gets tough to end this, neither of our heroes will not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Not yet may we remember the price of our great hero. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Inside the wilderness, never allow yourselves to be used to destroy the innocent souls. God has put in your hands to save. Inside the wilderness, never allow yourselves to be used to destroy the innocent souls. God has charged you to save. When it gets tough to end this, neither of our heroes will not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. But yet may we remember the price of our great hero. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Be courageous. Remain resolute. Be your brother's keeper. That hour of the night brings forth new day, new grace and favor, new peace, especially hope, more closer to our land of freedom. When it gets tough to end this, neither of our heroes will not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Not yet may we remember the price of our great hero. Heroes, Jordan commercial activities. In period of recession, when it gets tough to end this, neither of our heroes will not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. When it gets tough to end this, neither of our heroes will not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Not yet may we remember the price of our great hero. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. This is only property, one love. All help Biafra.